I saw my obituary, and the date of death is 3 days from now. At first, I thought it was a joke, just a really sick specific joke. My full name, my exact age, my address, even the scar on my chin from when I was 12. It wasn't just accurate, it was personal. The newspaper looked real too. Old ink, slightly faded edges like it had already been archived somewhere. That's when I checked the date again. 3 days, not today, not yesterday, 3 days from now. And at the bottom, it said, "She is survived by..." I stopped reading because something about that line felt wrong, like whoever wrote it already knew who wouldn't be, and I had 72 hours to figure out who sent it. If stories like this mess with your head, hit that subscribe button. My name is Lauren, I'm 34, I work in marketing. I live alone in a 1-bedroom apartment with a cat named Milo. My life is boring, predictable, safe. Nobody has a reason to threaten me, but someone sent me my own obituary, and it arrived on a Tuesday morning like regular mail. I thought it was a prank at first. My younger sister Emma has a dark sense of humor. This seemed like something she'd do to freak me out. I called her. "Did you send me something weird in the mail?" "Like what?" "Like my obituary." She laughed. "What? No. Why would I do that?" "Because you think you're funny." "Lauren, I didn't send you anything. Are you okay?" I hung up and looked at the clipping again. It was real, printed on actual newspaper stock. The format matched our local paper exactly. My photo was from my LinkedIn. The obituary listed my parents' names, my job, Emma as my surviving sister. Cause of death was listed as sudden illness, and the date was this Friday, 3 days away. I called the newspaper. The woman who answered sounded bored. "Obituaries department. Hi, I need to ask about an obituary that was printed recently." "Name of the deceased?" "Lauren Mitchell." Typing sounds, then silence. "We don't have any record of that obituary." "It's right in front of me. It looks exactly like your format." "Ma'am, if it's not in our system, we didn't print it. Someone may have created a fake using our template." I thanked her and hung up. Someone had gone through the effort of designing a fake obituary, printing it on newspaper stock, mailing it to me with no return address. That's not a prank. That's a threat. I went to the police that afternoon. The officer took my statement, looked at the obituary, asked the standard questions. "Any recent breakups, conflicts at work, anyone who might have a grudge?" No. "We'll file a report. If anything else happens, let us know." That was it. I left the station feeling more alone than when I walked in. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept checking the locks, looking out the window, jumping at every sound. On Wednesday morning, I got another envelope, same handwriting, no return address. Inside was a photo of me, taken yesterday, walking out of the police station. I hadn't noticed anyone following me. Underneath the photo, written in black marker, 2 days. My hands went numb. Someone was watching me, counting down. I called the police again. Same officer. He told me to come back in and file an updated report. I didn't go. What was the point? Instead, I started paying attention. Really paying attention. Who had I seen multiple times in the last week? Who had access to my photo? Who knew where I lived? And that's when I remembered something. 2 weeks ago, I ended things with someone I'd been casually seeing. His name was Josh. We'd gone out 4 times. It wasn't serious, at least not to me. But when I told him I wasn't interested in continuing, he didn't take it well. He didn't yell, didn't argue, just went quiet, then said, "You're making a mistake." I brushed it off. Guys say things like that when their ego gets bruised. But now I was thinking about the way he said it. Calm, certain, like he knew something I didn't. I pulled up his number. Blocked. I'd blocked him after our last conversation because he kept texting. I unblocked it just to see. He'd sent me 17 messages over the past 2 weeks. I'd never seen them because they went straight to a hidden folder. The messages started normal. "Can we talk? I think we should give this another chance." Then they got darker. "You don't know what you're doing. You're going to regret this. I tried to warn you." The last message was sent yesterday, the same day I got the photo. "One more day, Lauren, then you'll understand." I went back to the police, showed them the messages, showed them the photo. They took it seriously this time. Sent an officer to Josh's apartment. He wasn't there. Hadn't been seen in 3 days. His car was gone. His landlord said he'd mentioned taking a trip. They issued a notice to locate him, told me to stay somewhere else until they found him. I packed a bag and went to Emma's. Friday came, the date on the obituary. I spent the entire day inside, didn't go out, didn't answer the door. Emma stayed home with me. Nothing happened. 6 p.m. came and went, then midnight. I didn't die. But I didn't feel relief. I felt something worse, because Josh was still out there, and I still didn't know why he'd done this, what he wanted, what his endgame was. They found Josh 2 weeks later in another state, arrested him for stalking and harassment. He didn't resist, didn't explain, just said I'd wasted his time. That was it. His entire motive. I wasted his time by going on 4 dates and deciding I didn't want a 5th. I don't date anymore. Don't talk to strangers. Don't give out my number. I moved apartments, changed my routine, started looking over my shoulder in ways I never did before. The obituary is still in a folder somewhere. I couldn't throw it away. It felt too real. Like if I threw it out, I'd be tempting fate. I know that doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. The envelope had no return address. I still think about that sometimes. How something so small could rewrite your entire sense of safety. I didn't die on the date he chose, but the version of me who opened that envelope on a Tuesday morning, she's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. If this one stayed with you, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one.